Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment, or a subscription. Any will help the channel grow, and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we were getting on with making sure all of our smart plating was coming over here so that we could get our engines put out. What ones are they? The modular engines. We had our first one done at the end of the episode. Now you'll notice we're actually nearly done. Now, all I've been basically doing is just admin work. Like I've put the lights up here, I've done some of the wall work. I haven't actually done any like actual, I'm going to say, yeah, any actual construction work. It's just like filling in some bits and pieces. So yeah, I've been a little bit busy with that, and that's allowed basically all of that to ramp up. That's been going. We now have spares in here, so that's now all just, you know, carrying on as it was. So that's all great. Now, the question I pitched to you guys in the comments at the end of the last episode was about, should we, for this next block of construction work, build the Nexus or upgrade the plastic that we're producing, because we can make use of the facility we've built over here, because at the moment we're just sinking that polymer. The votes came in and they were actually bang on 50-50, and I have decided we're going to do the Nexus. Now the reasoning for that is, yes, we need the plastic because, as you can see, that is clearly empty on that truck station, so that's slowing down everything going on upstairs. However, we could make the plastic over there, and then we've got nowhere to bring it back to, which is why I really want to get the Nexus done first, and that's why I feel that that needs to be our priority. The other thing that's actually really quite frustrating, other than, you know, a bean on what, the third floor of our factory somehow? Don't know how he's got up there. The other bit that's frustrating is you guys are watching this the day that 1.1 has come out on the experimental branch, and I don't have it yet because I'm not recording yet. Or, you know me, I record on the Saturdays. So, yes, today's episode and Thursday's episode are going to be the last two on 1.0. I'm absolutely going to that experimental branch because I want lifts. I want player lifts, and I want them now. I'm tired of doing stairwells. So we're going to move over to that as soon as we can, but, you know, that's something that we need to get built. Now, where it comes to doing our Nexus for this, I kind of want it to be over the roadway we've got here. Now, one of the bits we're going to have to deal with that is, and I'm going to try and extend this out, going to be to do with how we can get that going. So one of the things I definitely need to do is we're going to need to be able to have this loop, this part here, do effectively a U-turn, because I want to extend the Nexus and have it flow all the way out here. And I can't remember how tight a turn we are going to be able to get that to make. Right, so that's a 90. And then, is this our 180? Because we're smack bang in the middle of them? No. Okay. There we go. Okay, there's our 180. Right, which then means we want to run this all the way down here. And then we can use this to start peeling stuff off, which is fine. So if we... So what is that? That's effectively a 2x2. So if we go 1, 2, and then we're going to go 2 out this way. Let's give us 3 so we've got somewhere to stand. That means that this is going to wind up being our first station. Like that. And you're going to continue on like this. So I'm just going to bring that here for now. Cool. Okay. So let's get... Although actually, do we need to do that? We could do the first station over here, couldn't we? Because we could bring it straight off that join we've put here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Give us a bit more room to work with. So that then afterwards they then just peel off up there. Okay. Now, one of the things we're going to start needing for this, other than an obscene amount of all the bits and pieces, is, let's run down here because we are definitely going to need, so I'm actually going to, I say down, we're going to go up first. If I can get the fuel to last. Ooh, only just. I know we're going to need some computers because we are going to need to unlock the more advanced signal. So it's, I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, we need the better signal control. There we go, signaling. Yeah, block and path signals. That's what we want. So we need that, and then we need 1,000 copper wire. And can I just grab that from here? Steel pipe? No, I can't get copper sheets. I can't get 1,000 of them out of there, so we'll just run up here and grab them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool, there's that. Okay. And I need 400 of those. Okay. So let's grab those other steel pipes. Cool. Railway signalling. Awesome.
Milestone reached. Train signals placed on train rails can control and improve train behavior. This helps to avoid events where multiple trains attempt to occupy the same physical location. For information related to earlier train events, please refer to your employee non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah, we used to have great fun with trains, so I do want to make sure that we do this better this time. Which does already make me wonder, have I not given myself enough room to do this? Like, if we're going to do this, I worry about that junction there. Because that doesn't give a lot of room for someone to come in and get straight out. We'll see. Hopefully I'll be alright with it, because we've got plenty of leg room around it, but we will need to wait and see. So, freight platforms. Okay. Let's me get out of the way, because you're going to tell me I'm that. Must be placed in line with another train platform. Okay, so that means I need the station first. So if we call this our first station, let's try and run this out a bit further as well. We would have our return line running along here. Like this. Okay. Let's grab that. That's just going to hook straight in there, isn't it? Yep, lovely. Cool, so that's the return line. To get back into the main thoroughfare. Okay, and again, I'm just throwing all this out to give us plenty of room to work with. Now, is that going to be enough room for a freight platform? No. Okay. So that actually does already answer that. Kind of wish I could put the freight platform in backwards, because I really kind of want surfaces too uneven. Okay, that means you're wanting this on this side. Okay. Right, and then train station. Okay. Yeah, that's wider than I remember them being, but sure. Now, the question is, have I got room for... Do I want to do 4 or 5? I know we did 5 last season. Yeah, we'll do 5. So, 2, 3, 4. Take that out. 5. Okay. Alright, so that now does work. We do need a whole nother row along the back here for the return. Which won't be too much of an issue. Oh, I'm out of concrete. Okay, let's go downstairs and grab some concrete. Right, okay, because I have more concrete going. We'll just grab a good amount. Okay, and then we can head back up. And I'm going to need a way to get up onto this, like, rail setup at some point. As opposed to, you know, flying up here with the jetpack. Right, okay. So then we can run this along like this, so. Now, one of the bits we will need to do is do the 180 for this train to come back out. So we are going to need to work out the 90 for it. So let's just bring it straight out to start with. And then... Right, okay, that's too tight. That's too tight. So there's our 90. Okay. Which definitely means we're going to need more. And then that's too tight as well, which means you're going to want to go to there. Okay. Now that is going to be a problem. Because we've already got infrastructure in the way there. So the way I foresee us getting around this is, if I grab this and we put our line here, which is somewhere we are comfortable to have it, it should be able to, there we go, make that snake like that. Cool. Okay, so that allows it to do its turn, and then it brings it around, which is fine. To the point where I could probably do a similar thing here as well and bring it back around. That's too tight. Let's, looking at the loop we've got, let's bring it here. Yeah, that's more in line. And then we just hook those in like that. So again, we get another little bolt back in. Okay. So there we've got the beginnings of a train system, which is good. Right, let's get, where is its power line? Okay, so this is where it's going to be a bit fun, because I want to try and hook that underneath as a ceiling one. Right, okay. Where's that? Yep, that's straight underneath. And then we can run that along there. Because I don't really want to have wires for these guys being super up and in the way. I'm not going to be able to get up there, that's fine. We'll just have to do a bit of a run up and around. Right, okay. There we go. Okay, so now, I mean, this is looking quite meaty already. So there's that power line. So then we can bring you along here like so. Right. Got power there. So, trains don't need quite as many, well, for this I think we're going to be able to make do with these ceiling wires. Hook you into that. Which now means, yep, that's now online. Cool. So then we can name the station. This one's going to be oil product Nexus. Yeah, that works. We don't have a timetable yet, so there we go. And let's get our first train down. And you're going to have 5 cars. 4 and 5. Lovely. Awesome. So that's that bit done. So now this has got somewhere to start receiving it. You are going to be unloading. Because that is what this station is going to be up to. Go, unload. Now we've got to work out the signalling. So that's going to be a block signal. Because that is going to be where they come out. We're going to need a path signal at this end. For it to try and join in. Then we'll give a chunk of space before the next block signal to release the next one. Like, actually, what I want to really do is, if we're going to have 5-length trains the whole way along, I want to measure, and I can use the train to measure this, how much space it's going to need. Right, so that's then out. So if we then put another block signal, say here, yep, that means once this one moves past, that's going to free the next train to come out. That's good. Now this is a spaghetti junction. So we immediately are going to want path signal on the way into this one. So you need a path on the way in. This needs a path on the way in. A bit there. This one needs a path on the way in. Let me put a block anywhere along there, but okay. So I'm actually going to have to cut that. Because I remember we had this problem in the first season. If we tried to put a path signal on the junction, it wound up basically almost pretending like it was after, and it just didn't play ball. Right. I can cut that a little bit. Pop that there, that there. I'm going to need a railway already, I can tell. So we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4 predominantly. Okay. Cool. So that's going to be an exit for that one. And then we need to put exits on the junctions over here. For people that are leaving this junction. Like that. Okay. I'm also then going to put a path signal here. No, that's in the wrong place. That path signal needs to be... Oh, that is a path signal. Oh, that's perfect then. Okay. Hang on, it's for a path... Oh, I've put path signals all over the place. Right. No. That only needs to be a block signal. that only needs to be a block signal. But that one does need to be a path signal because they're going to move into more pathing. Okay. Cool. I think what we then try and do is I think we try and work at getting some... Yeah, let's head over to the oil, or the new oil and power facility, so that we can then start setting up the oil outputs from there, and we can start at least getting this train bringing some back through. Don't know we'll get that started fully this episode, but we can get it going. So yeah, we get to drive along on this now, and this is a heck of a lot faster than... Actually, it's not that much faster than when I was going back and forwards on the Explorer. Hang on, why has that come to a dead stop? Why has that stopped? Come on, off we go, forwards. No, okay, it doesn't like there's a join there somewhere it doesn't like. Why not? This is going to be really awkward if it's to do with it doesn't like something about the blueprinting. And it's not actually hooked up each time there's a blueprint. Oh, that's going to be a real pain in the neck. Okay, alright. Well then. This is going to be joyous. And it actually means that oh, that's such a pain in the neck. I'm going to have to edit that blueprint to take the... well... Yeah, I'm going to have to edit the blueprint to take that out. And then... just means I'll have to manually lay track all the time. I was really hoping that was just going to join the whole way along. But it does not look like it has, which is a real shame. Now I know for this bit we did do it. So we can grab that and try and run this all the way back. But yeah, that was the whole point in blueprinting that, to make that easier for us going forwards. Yeah, that is super annoying. Okay, so I will get on with that off camera for you guys, because that's not going to be interesting to watch, just literally watching me relay this track, which is supposed to be blueprintable. So yeah, let's see how far we get with this, but I will catch up with you guys when we make it over to the oil and power facility. Okay, there we go, we're back. Yeah, that was not fun. But as you can see, I have actually run the Skyway all the way out here. I know I did that off camera for you guys, but you know, it's here. There wasn't much to talk about. There weren't too many interesting bits. There were a couple of gentle turns to make it realign to the world grid, which is why we've now got like a 90 here. And then basically I've blended two of those, is the only interesting bit, to make like a train T junction here. Which I think's worked out really nicely, but effectively it was just a 90 turn in one direction and then a 90 turn in the other, and then joining them straight on. So that worked out really nicely, so we're going to have to put a junction bit there. Now, here is our power plant. Last time you saw it, it had scaffolding, but I've put walls up, and I'm quite pleased with how those windows have turned out at the front. They are just clear windows, with some walls and some angled bits to make them a little bit different. So yeah, we've got those bits there. Now, what we're going to need to get going on with here is we are going to need to get all of this resin, mix it with water, which is not going to be a problem, there's tons of that, to make some additional plastic. Now what I'm thinking is going to be a more imminent question that we're going to have around that, is going to be actually getting the plastic up here, because just about had enough fuel, because we are going to need to run the train line over here, and we're going to need to figure out how we are going to basically hook it into the side of the building. Now, what I'm thinking is we have got our blueprints. There we are, road with train. The irony being, I'm now going to have to strip a load of this, but it is what it is. We can add these in, because we do actually want to get a bit closer. Right, and then I think here we start making our turn. So I think we do go 4 out like this. 4 out there. Oh. And then we've got these bits here. And then this is where we're going to have to see how this works out. So you're going to go to there. Oh. You're going to have those. Okay. Missing 1, 2. Okay. And then we need to get up there. And actually probably cut all this railway out. And all... Ooh. There we go. Cut that railway out. Missed one there as well somehow. So I'm thinking if we have the train line go along here for a bit... we know we need 2 to get round the corner. There's 1, that's 2 foundations, so let's just put a bit of track here. And then from here we've got 1, 2, so again we can actually just hook that back up there. You should be able to make that corner. No, you don't make that corner. I thought it could make corners on a 2x2. Okay. Well, that means, does that make you a 3x3? So we go 1, 2, 3 out for a bit then. And we go 1, 2... Where are we? Where's our centre line? 1, 2, 3. And then reconnect that. Can you make that? Yes. Okay, so we've got 3x3 there. That's fine. Okay. So then for this one, we're going to want to bring this further down. So if we've got our centre point here, we've got 1, 2, there's 3 foundations, and then we go 1, 2, 3 foundations to bring that round here. Okay, so there's that turn. Now we need to start getting the station and everything set up to get the materials going. So if we run this out, let's have a look. If we look at our train station, because ideally I want it here. Like at the moment it's on this line, but that means we're going to have to bump it the other way. That's why I kind of want it on this one. Can't believe locking the... Hang on, that's all I did there. All I did was lock it. So surface to uneven, lock it, and then it's fine. Sure. That feels like a cheat. Right. Well, let's give you your extra surface so you're actually happy with it. Okay. Now then, with this one, we do actually only need... Where are we? One freight platform, because the plan is we're only going to be doing plastic here at the moment. Which is fine. So we need that, and then we need, what, 4 empty bits. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Grab that. That's fine. Snake that into there. So this will be... Like, where actually even are we on the map? I'm rubbish at remembering the locations. Wait. West Coast? Yeah, West Coast. We'll call that. West Coast. Power and plastic. Oh, too many letters. Can I replace that with an ampersand? Oh, I need 2. Well, in which case we'll just call it West Coast Power. Okay. Fine. And it should actually have power. Yep, because it is all hooked in on the line. We then need to bring... I'm going to need to add this in here just so I don't go mad on it. We're going to need to bring this around. Right. How tight can you do a 180? Okay, so that needs more space than that. Okay. That's telling me it's clipping something. What are you clipping? I don't see anything clipping. Oh, you're clipping the actual station itself. Don't mind that. Right. Cool. So there's our 180 to get back out. Which is fine. Well, that actually... Yeah, no, we will do it that way. Right, so that's then gonna... try and come down here. So let's bring you a bit further this way. There we go. Beautiful. So that lets that do a loop, which is good. And then at some point we are going to be able to have it continuing on there, and what I'll do is I'll probably have that. I'll probably have both of these like somehow reconnect and reconvene up there. But that's got that in place. Let's just double check we've got the loop set up. I know there is one piece I missed. I'm actually just going to take out that barrier there because it's in the way. Probably that one too. Right. So this is then going to let it go. There we go. We're not even going to stop here. But that would normally stop, which would be good. And then it will just loop back all the way around at the moment. Okay. We want this direction. Not quite sure why that's saying... Yeah, I don't quite get that one. I might have to relook at that particular junction when we get back there, why it feels that there's a way to turn in this direction. But like I say, this is the Skyway now. I have extended it out quite a bit, as you guys can see. So yeah, it runs the whole length, it runs it there. We will be able to make use of all of this roadway, and it's part of the reason that I've wanted to change this up. One of the things I learned last season, I really regretted pulling down the Skyway to replace it with the railway, because it was just handy to be able to drive places as well. So this is why this time I've kept them as like a sandwich, as it were. So we've got the road underneath the railway, so that we will always have both. Because, yeah, I think that's just going to be the useful one. Now, at some point, we're going to come to a screaming stop because I only did one side. There it is. So, yeah, that's going to be... one bit I need to do. But yeah, other than that, that looks like the loop's complete, which is great. So next episode, we will be getting on with trying to get the plastic production set up. We will run it over to that train facility as well. Or not that train. Yeah, we'll basically run it over to that station we've just set up and start the loop so we can get more plastic coming through. Which will be a big boon, I feel. But yeah, so this is what I was doing during that cut, literally just running it out like this. However, I'm going to wrap up here and say, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they will help the channel grow, they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my YouTube channel members, your support is very much appreciated. Your names were on the sign at the beginning of the episode, so please don't forget that as a supporter you do gain access to the save files for any of the save games that any of the open world save games I'm currently playing, along with any relevant blueprints, though like I said we're going to have to edit our train road one here, and also most importantly for you guys, early access to the videos so you guys get to see them before anybody else sees what's going on. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day and I will catch you all next time.